This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone, to Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad on Friday, January 3rd, the second trading day of the year and the first completed week of the year in 2025. Let's jump right into today's session. The breadth numbers were pretty positive today. Reversal of yesterday. There were 159 new highs versus 126 new lows on the NYSE. 74% of stocks were advancing versus 23% declining. 66% of stocks were below their 50-day, which is an improvement from yesterday. And 49% of stocks were below their 200-day moving average. All of the indices closed near the highs today. The Dow is up 339 points or 0.8%. The NASDAQ was up 340 points or 1.7%. And the S&P 500 was up 73 points or 1.25%. All of the Mag 7 were positive, except for Apple was down marginally 0.2%. Nothing to worry about there. But Microsoft was up 1.1%. NVIDIA powering higher, up 4.45%. Amazon was up 1.8%. Tesla bouncing back from yesterday, up 8.2%. Meta was up 0.9%. Google was up 1.25 percentage points. And many of the sectors were green today. The only negative sector was basic materials, down 0.14%. Everything else was green. So very bullish session, almost complete opposite of yesterday. Consumer cyclical led the way on the session, up 2%, a little bit better than 2%. Technology was up 1.8%. Real estate bounced up 1.3%. Industrials up 1.21%, utilities 1.1%, healthcare 0.9%, communication services 0.8%, financials were up 0.75%, energy up 0.75%, and even consumer defensive was up 0.04%. But for the week, the first week ended in 2025, it wasn't a rosy picture actually. Energy and utilities were up. Energy was up 3.6%. Utilities was up 1%. But every other sector for the week was red. So when you take a look at the first week of this year, it was a challenging week. To give you an example, consumer cyclical for the week is down almost 3%. Consumer defensive down almost 2%. Technology is down 1.6% for the week. Basic materials was down 1.6% for the week as well. Financials down 0.89%. So mixed bag. We ended well, but as a whole, I know we had Wednesday off for New Year's Day. It was a mixed bag. And obviously, it was a shortened holiday week. I do expect everyone to be back on Monday, but even prior to the holiday break of Christmas and even Thanksgiving, prior to that, volume has been declining all summer, all year actually. So we'll see if that changes in 2025 and we see more volume in general come back into the markets. Couple things. So a reader of mine, Turbo Laser, had reminded me that CES is in Las Vegas. Typically, this is a time of year that I also am in Las Vegas for Adobe. So a lot of the folks at Adobe on the commercial side that are client-facing are meeting in Las Vegas for their annual internal pep rally going into 2025. And it always would coincide with CES. Jensen Huang is going to kick off the keynote on Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Las Vegas time at Mandalay Bay, just to kick off the festivities. So there's going to be a lot of news flow next week with the names that are part of CES. let's keep going here. Let's keep peeling this onion. What was strong in the S&P today? There was a lot. So I'm only going to cover like up to the 3% here. SMCI was up 11%. Vistra Energy up 8.4. Tesla 8.1. Palantir 6.2. NRG 5.9. J-Bill Circuit 4.8, NVIDIA 4.4, GE Vernova 4.3, Monolithic Power 4.2, AMD 3.7, Constellation Energy 3.9, Humana 3.9, Applied Materials 3.7, Lam Research 3.6, Quanta Services 3.4, On Semiconductor 3.5, Western Digital 3.5, CrowdStrike 3.3, Airbnb 3.2, Eaton 3.3, CVS 3.3. Well, I'm going to stop there. You can see this is a very broad rally today. In the NASDAQ, I'm going to try to dedupe some of this because there's a lot of duplicates. Let's see. Marvell up 4.1, Macabro Libre 3.9, Illumina 3.8, Lam Research 3.7, Trade Desk 3.5, Atlassian Team 3.4, Airbnb 3.2, Dexcom 3.2, KLAC Corp 3.18, Take-Two Interactive 3.08, Old Dominion Freight 2.9, Micron 2.9, Fortinet 2.8, GE Healthcare Technologies 2.7, Qualcomm 2.6, AppLovin 2.6, Baker Hughes 2.5, DoorDash 2.5, Diamondback Energy 2.5, CDW 2.4. What was weak? The list is much smaller. You had Dollar Tree down 4%, Molson Coors down 3.4, Celanese down 3.2, Best Buy 2.9, Carnival Cruise down 2.7, Brown-Forman down 2.4. That's in the S&P. In the NASDAQ, the only red name was my alma mater, Adobe Systems, down 2.35%. Free members, I want you to continue to watch the 10-year Treasury yield. We look like it's about to break out to the upside here on the 10-year above 4.6. We closed at 4.6 today. So someone's lying. Either stocks are going to continue to go higher and the 10-year is going to go down, or the 10-year is going to go up to 4.8, 4.9, 5%, and that's going to pressure stocks to go down. So you want to watch that. Continue to watch the Mag 7 and continue to look at the broader markets on breadth and the forest, not the trees. Premium members, please stay on. I have about 17 charts to walk through today with you. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.